everybody. What a day. Well, today was the day I started my engine for the first time, and it worked out about as well as could be expected. You'll see through the course of the video. Don't want to give too much stuff away, but there was no major drama, but there certainly were things that I wasn't necessarily prepared for and things I had to overcome. At the end of the day, very tired, frazzled. Nerves are coming down a little bit, had a chance to chill, and I'm pretty happy with the results. So I'm going to go ahead and start the video up of the break-in process. I was busy, my wife was filming, and I was just in the motor moment, so there's not a lot of commentary or narration in through the video. It's just the real-time happening of what I went through and what you can expect if you start your own engine build process and firing it up for the first time. So let's get right into it, and I'll see you on the back side. Okay, so where we're at is it's running, and it's actually running fairly decently. There are some issues. Timing, I cannot get the timing set accurately. These marks on the timing on the balancer aren't bold enough, and I can't really read them in the daylight with my timing light. But then when I got some ink on them and trying to make them more visible, by that time the battery started dying. My battery charger stopped working. So, and that may have been the reason why in the last section of the video it was starting to backfire and wouldn't start up right. It just didn't have the voltage. So I'm gonna have to give this a while to rest and see if I can get my charger working again. If not, I'll go out and get a new one and get this battery charged back up. All right, well, that was the best run yet as far as all the engine components working nicely. However, discovered the next problem in line. When I was doing the first start, I noticed it had a bad vibration approaching 2,000 RPM. I thought it might have been the engine stand, but I get distracted by all the other things that were going wrong. Gotten those ironed out. It ran fairly long, and it did get warm, but it took a lot longer to warm up to 200 degrees than it did before. Timing's right. I did reset the valve lash on all the valves, so there are some of them that may not have been opening or closing fully. Basically, the engine wasn't happy on the first start, even though it was running. The biggest issue, though, like I mentioned, was cylinders 6 and 8 are not firing. Got verified with the thermal gun. There's just no spark. They're not making any fires, so I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that. Maybe get a new set of wires and a cap, test spark on the plugs, of course. However, get that problem ironed out, and this thing is going to be nice. It sounds really good, even on 6 cylinders. Literally, that whole last test was on 6 cylinders. So I think we're making progress on it. No major oil leaks. I didn't tighten the oil pressure hose there fully, so I had a little leak out of the back. But valve covers, oil pan, timing cover, rear seal, no leaks. That's good. I'm happy now. I'm in a good spot where if I didn't do anything with it the rest of the night, I can start troubleshooting it again tomorrow, figure out this cylinder 6 and 8 issue. But I feel much better about the way it ran after this revalve lashing and earball, yeah, timing of it. Timing light I got didn't work after I got the marks made and everything, and it's crapped out. So I got to get a new timing light too. But well, as you heard through the video, it sounds pretty nice. Got a nice little rumble to it. All right, I switched plug wires. Broke one in the process, but I still hooked it up. I switched the back 2 wires on either side of the engine, so 6 to 5, 8 to 7, and they're all 8 firing now. And when I revved it up over 2,000, all that vibration went away, and it sounds much healthier. It's idling a little quicker. So what I need to do is I'm just going to get a whole new set of good plug wires. These are the ones that came with this Chinesium distributor. I'm just going to get a good set of Mallory or Excel plug wires for it, and probably pre-made or custom-made ones, and be done with that part. I'm happy. That sounded really, really good on that start. I'm going to leave it running, cooling down. Well, or not leave it running, leave the fans on, let it cool down for about 30 minutes or so, and then probably park it for the night. Once I get my thoughts straight and calm down a little bit, I'll do a little synopsis of what all we went through today, and that'll be the next part of this video. Okay, there it is. My Chevy is running. The break-in process was not smooth. It wasn't a disaster at all, but there were some interruptions in it, and I know you really don't want to interrupt a motor when you're breaking it in the first time when you have solid lifters in it, but it was overheating the first time around, and you can't let it boil off either, so you have to do what you have to do. And then with the battery charger dying, and I had to shut it down because of the voltage issue, again, interrupted the break-in. Supposed to have like 20-25 minutes at 2,000-ish RPMs. I think I accomplished maybe 12 to 13, but it is what it is, and it's running great. There's no indications that there's anything wrong inside the motor so far. Tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and break it out again and get some new plug wires, get the get the rest of the braking that I can done, get the RPMs up. Couldn't really take it much above 2,000 right now because of that vibration I had found at first. It was just rattling too much because those two cylinders on the passenger bank weren't firing. So tomorrow, now the engine's fairly sorted and I can get everything set up and just give it a good run, I'm going to stretch its legs a little bit. We're going to get up there and we're going to increase the RPM on it and see what she'll do. Um, I'm very happy. Even with the things that went wrong with the break-in, I'm still happy. And even if this thing wipes out a cam, which I don't think it's going to, I think I would have seen indication of that already as long as I did run it. But if it does, wipes out a cam, I put a cam in. I'll probably put a bigger one in. Just a way to upgrade a little bit. Uh, After the break-in is done tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and pull the filter, and we're going to cut the filter open, check for metal, and throw a new filter on it if everything looks good, and then keep that oil in it, and just occasionally break it out and run it until I figure out what I'm going to put it in, which is the next chapter in this saga. So thank you for watching. A long process, and all of you that have been keeping up with it, I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the content. It's very real. I don't hide my mistakes and I don't mince words if something's wrong. And I'm just a guy, normal guy wanting to build an engine, and I think I've accomplished that. So thank you for watching. Keep in tune to see what comes up next, and I will see you later.